Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to everyone that has been following me from the start, the newcomers that are just coming in. Hopefully that you like the channel, you subscribe, you know it's free, and give a thumbs up on the video. Of course, it's extremely important. Possible watch the small commercials, that helps the channel too. These are part of the commercials of YouTube. I have no control of them. Okay, so I would like to mention I do have a Facebook private group. You're more than welcome to join if you have a profile pic, of course. Also Instagram, TikTok, you can follow me there, and a Facebook page for crochet, obviously. You can follow me through there also. All these links will be listed below in the description box. I also have a 2-minute video how to turn your closed caption on to zoom in on the video so you can see the stitch clearly. I don't write patterns, unfortunately, as I don't read them. You can turn your closed caption on, pause the video, take notes, and take it from there. These are Portugal 4-ply threads, cotton 100%. They're balls of 100 gram, equivalent to 325 yards. You can order them by minimum of 6 in order to cover the shipping cost. I make no money out of it. It's just horrendous how the shipping costs are out here. I'm in Europe, of course. Most of the time 2.75 hook, a small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a small pair of scissors. We are going to get started. Thank you again for all your loving support, for your donations also, and for helping the women in need of thread. Thank you. God bless you. Let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone. So we're going to create another round centerpiece. It could be for a table. It could be as a centerpiece. It could be for one of those corner round tables, those small corner round tables where you usually have either a little lamp or pictures or whatever decoration. You know which ones I'm talking about. So I have quite a bit of leftover threads. I'm going to use leftover threads, and that's what you should do, not to put anything to waste. And if you have colors that combine, then even better, right? So it's going to be a round one. If I might have to throw some white in there, some other color, I will, because I don't know if I'll have enough. It's, I mean, it's not going to be a huge one, but it'll be big enough, at least to cover the top of a small table or so. I'll be using a 2.75 hook, and these are 4-ply, 100% cotton thread. These are Portugal threads. My threads go by number, color, and not specifically a name of color. Okay, so we're going to get started. Thank you so much for being here. Newcomers, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like the channel. Give a thumbs up on the channel. Thank you for your loving support, and any suggestions, feel free to ask. If I don't answer you right away in certain questions, it's due to our time frame zone is different, but I do respond to everyone. Okay, if you can share also whatever doily you like or the channel into your Facebook, put it public with your friends and family on WhatsApp or Instagram or TikTok, whatever the case may be. Please do so. Sharing is caring. It helps to grow the channel. Thank you also to all the women that come through for helping others in need of thread and your donations. God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's get started. Okay, everyone. So doing my magic circle, I'm going to come in, secure that with slip stitch, come back in, my single, and 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, I don't know what I was thinking, 1, 2, 2 chain. In again my magic circle, double crochet, again double crochet, double crochet. So I'm going to do a total of 8 double crochets. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 double crochets. I'm going to pull in that magic circle, close my magic circle, coming in that second double crochet, second chain, and closing it in with slip stitch. I'm going to come back in the same stitch and do a single and 2 chain, back into the same stitch and create again another double crochet. So I'm creating 2 double crochets per stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one, double crochet into the same one, double crochet. So 1, 2, 3 groups of 2 double crochet per stitch. 1, 2, and 3, and again we're going to do this all the way to the end. We should have 8 groups of 2 double crochets. Okay, everyone, so did my 8 groups of 2 double crochet, 3 chain between them. I'm going to come on the same stitch. This is row 3, single, 2 chains. So I have my first double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet. I'm going to do an increase coming inside of that 3 chain with double crochet. In reality, there's always 2 increases on the same chain, one for this group and one for that group. We should have 4 double crochet. I will complete the other one once I come back to it. 1, 2, 3, and back into the same chain and start my increase for this group, for the second group. So in 1 double crochet per stitch and 1 inside. And that's how they're all going to be. 3 chain, come back in the same chain and create for the third group 4 double crochets. So we're going to work this row 3 all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. I've done my 3 chain, and I'm going to complete my last group, which becomes the first group I started, with double crochet. So now I have my 8 groups of 4. We're always going to increase by 2, always 1 here and 1 here. It's going to go like this until row 11, and on row 11, so I'm doing a single 2 chain, row 11 will have 18 double crochets. Okay, so 1 per stitch, and then my increase inside of this chain, 3 chain, and again 1 double crochet, 1 into the stitch. So now this row 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we should have 6 double crochet groups. It's always an increase by 2, like that. Okay, and again chain 3, and then again on the same chain create for this corner or the second group 6 double crochets, 1 inside of the chain, 1 and 1 per stitch. And 1 inside of the chain again. So we're going to repeat this until row 11. There's no point of keep recording. It's just the same routine until 11th row. And you should have on your 11th row 18 double crochets. But I'll meet you at the end before closing the 11th row. Okay, everyone. So I have mentioned row 11, but in reality, we're going to start row 11 together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the 10th row, I kept saying 11th row, 18. On the 10th row, we have the 18 double crochets. So I'm just going to close in my very first one, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Now we're going to decrease on the double crochets. So I'm going to come into the next one and do my single, stretching my thread and 1 double crochet. Into the next one, double crochet. We will not work the first double crochet nor the last. This is how we're going to decrease now in the motif by cutting it down. So we're not working this last one, and we're not going to work the first one. I'm going to do 1, 2 chain. If you find that it's too tight for you, you can do a 3 chain. We're going to 2 chain again, first double crochet in the center. We are going to build little blocks, and it's always going to increase for the next few rows until we decrease on here. We have to decrease in the first and then the last a few rows until we have 6 double crochets. Okay, so just continue to do your double crochets. Now we should have 16 double crochets, exactly how we had it here on this row. So it's always very important to look ahead of the video before you create anything. I usually mention this right at the beginning of the video, because sometimes either mistakes are done, or I didn't explain it well, or there's a change of plan, right? I mean, I'm far from being perfect. We all are. There's no such thing. There's only one perfect one, which is God, our Savior, our Lord, and so we try to do the best we can. So basically, we skip the first one, and we're not working the last one. 2 chain. If it's too tight for you, do a 3 chain. 1, 2 chain. Skip the first and continue on. We are on row 11 right now. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, going to row 12. So coming into the next one again, and I did skip my first one, stretching my thread a bit with a single 1 chain, doing my double crochet. I'm not going to work on the last one. 2 chain, double crochet, 1, 2. So we are decreasing on the double crochets, and we are increasing in the boxes. Okay, so you are to have, skip this first one into the second, you're to have, once we reach only 6 double crochets here, you're to have 7, if I'm not mistaken, but you could always advance the video. 7 little squares, little box. Okay, so at this point we are still with 3. We need to have 7 once we've completed what we needed to complete on the decrease of the double crochets. It means we're going to have 6 double crochets, and we should have 7 little square boxes of those 2 chain and a double crochet here. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do mine until I have only 6 double crochets left, and then come back to you and proceed from there. I probably will change color after that. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Now it's just a repeat, not working on the first nor the last. 2 chain. If you need to do 3, you can. And I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So row 16, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Going into row 17. Let me just recount because I'm terrible at this. So going to row 17. Since I've been doing the walk 1 over, I kept going over the chains. So I just did slip stitch through it, and I want to get to that second or third double crochet. So going into the third double crochet here, I'm coming back in, doing a single 2 chain. On this row, we're only going to have 2 double crochets here on the motif. We're not working the first 2 and we're not working the last 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain this time. I'm skipping these 2 and this square here, and I'm going to come in this one, and I'm going to do 7 double crochets. If you feel that your tension is too tight, you can do a 5 chain instead of 4. So 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Skip this one, come into the next one. Or if it's too loose for you, you can do a 3 chain instead of 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just check if I'm okay with this. Okay, I thought I was doing something wrong. So we're going to do only 2 double crochet on this one here. Sorry people, it happens. What can I say, right? So much stitching. 4 chain, skip a block, 7 double crochets. 4 chain, skip a block, 2 double crochets. 4 chain, skip a block, 7 double crochets. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, like I said, if your tension is too loose, you can cut down a chain. If it's too tight, you can increase a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Skipping this block and these 2, going into the center here on the 3rd double crochet and creating those 2 double crochets. This is how we're going to repeat this row all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going to row 18. I'm changing color. I'm going with the lighter pink. So, doing my slip stitch knot. Where we have the 4 chain, we're going to do 4 double crochets. So, 1, single 2 chain, and 3 more double crochets. So I have my 4 double crochets. I'm going to do 7 double crochets, 1 per stitch, as we have on here the 7 double crochets. So this pattern is quite similar to the last one I just did. Of course, there's different stitching, but very similar. So I've done my 7 double crochets. I'm going to do 4 more double crochets. Okay, so 4 inside of this one, 7 and 4, chain 2. Now if your stitch is tight, you can do a 3 chain instead of 2, and we're going to repeat the 4 double crochets exactly how we just did. So very simple. And then 7 double crochets like we did, 1 on top of the double crochets from the previous row, so 1 per stitch, and then your 4 double crochets again. So just repeating exactly what we just did with the other one. And 4 inside of this chain space. And then 2 chain, or 3 for some of you that your tension is extremely tight. And skip those 2 double crochets, come in and do your 4 double crochets. So nothing to it, very simple. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to go up. This is row 19, so we're going to row 19. I'm coming back in, and I'm going to do my single 2 chain. I'm going to do here 5 double crochets, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2 chain, or 3 for some of you. I'm going to skip 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come on my 4th, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 inside of the space here, 8, 9, 10. So 3 inside. And I'm going to start counting again 5. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 double crochets total. That means the 5 here with the 3 inside, okay? And then there's 7 here. 2, 4, 6, 7. So 7 double crochets, 3 inside, and 5 more. You have to have a total always of 15 double crochets. And then again, 1, 2 chain, or 3 for some of you. 1, 2, 3 on my 4th, and I repeat the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 'So I missed a stitch here. You can see that I've missed a stitch. And this is okay when this happens, because then I get to show you. We were supposed to do 7. I did only 6 here. So I get to show you how we're going to replace the missing stitch, correct? So I'm just going to come in right behind here inside of that space, take out 2 and take out 2. I'm going to come on top of the one we just created, or the next one right after, and do another double crochet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the 3 inside, and then 5 more will give you the total of the 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Again, chain 2, skip the 3, going to the 4th. Should do the 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 3 inside. I'll give you the total of 10 of that 2 chain space, and then 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You should land right on top, and then we're going to skip 3. Okay, and that's how it will be done, like that. And then chain 2, skip 1, 2, 3, come on your 4th, and continue on to do your 15. Make sure that you count, because you could miss something from the previous row like I just did there. Okay, everyone, going into row 20. So I'm going to stretch my thread a bit, doing a single, stretching it a bit again, and 1 chain, double crochet, double crochet, and again. So this time where we have the 15 double crochets, we're not going to work the first nor the last. We had 15 on here, we're going to have 13. I'll complete it once I come back. Chain 2 or 3 for some of you. I'm going to do 2 double crochets, 2 chain. I'm going to skip the first one, coming into the second, and doing my 13 double crochets. I've done my 13 double crochets, skip the first and skip the last. Again, chain 2, it's just a repeat. Inside of that, 2 chain with 2 double crochet, exactly how we did here. Chain 2, skip the first, going to the second, and complete your 13 double crochets. I'll meet you at the beginning of row 21. Okay, everybody, going to row 21. Now, row 21, we're not working the first nor the last. Also, we should have 11 double crochets. So in the same stitch I've closed, I've done my single, I stretched my thread, and 1 chain. So I have my first double crochet, my second, my third, and when I come back, I'm going to skip the first one. I'm going to complete the rest, which will be a total of 11. 2 chain. If you need to do 3 chain, go ahead. Doing my 2 double crochets. So basically everything else is the same. It's just a decrease on the 13 double crochets. 2 chain again. Skip the first, going to the second. Doing the 11 double crochets. So I've done the 11 double crochet, skip the first and not work the last, 2 chain, and repeat again the group of 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. 2 chain, skip the first, going to the second, and continue to do your 11 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, finished row 21, going to row 22. Now, row 22, we're going to skip the first 3 here and go on the 4th, and then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets. That means we're now working on the last 2. Now working on the first 3 and the last 2. Okay, so I'm going to come in to that same one I've just closed in, single, 2 chain, and 2 more. Why? Single and 2 chain, just to make sure I have the right height with the other ones, double crochet, because we don't work the last 2, and then the 2 chain for space to create the 2 double crochets. When I come back around, I will complete my 6 on this side. 2 chain, or you can do 3. It's up to you, depending upon your tension. Everybody's tension is different. Again, 2 double crochet. So this time we have 3 groups. 2 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, and come in the 4th, and I'm going to do, if you need to do a 3 chain, go ahead. And I'm going to complete 6 double crochets here. So not working on the first 3 double crochets, nor the last double crochets, the last 2. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, and doing my 2 double crochet groups. Okay, so that's how it's going to be, and then I'll complete the 6 once I come around to this side. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so I'm going to close out row 22. So I did my single and I've stretched my thread to that 1 chain, so I'm closing it out. Now on this row 23, we're going to continue to do the 6 double crochets. So I'm going to come back in, stretching my thread, single, stretching again. So I have my first double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. Skipping this block here, I'm going to come inside of my second block with 4 singles. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 2 more singles on top of the double crochet, 1 per stitch. Try to get my thread here. So we have 6 so far, and I'm going to do 4 more singles on the next one. So we should have a total of 10 singles. 4 on here, of course we're doing the double crochet here. 3 chains, skip that block and the 2 double crochets, 4 singles, 2 singles, 1 per stitch, and 4 more. Total of 10 singles. 1, 2, 3, and I'm coming directly on top of the double crochet. That means I'm skipping also this block here and doing the 6 double crochets. This is what we're going to do on this row 23. I think that's what I said. Yes, row 23. 1, 2, 3 chain. Skip the block into the second, doing the 4 singles and 1 per stitch. So total of 6 so far, and then 4 again inside of the other block. So total of 10 singles, 1, 2, 3, and the 6 double crochets. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, going into row 24. So we're going to continue to do that double crochet here where we've closed in. So I'm stretching my thread, single 1 chain, and 1, 2, 3 chain again. where we did the 10 singles, we're going to do only 8. We're going to skip the first one and we're not going to work on the last one. So I'm skipping this first one. I'm coming into the next one, doing 8 singles. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Not working the last single. Chain 3. So I'm going to do a double crochet. There's going to be an adjustment here. 2 double crochet and 3 double crochet. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chain. Coming into the next one, doing double crochet, 1 per stitch, and again double crochet in another double crochet. So our adjustment is here on the center with 3 chain, and then of course repeating the 3 chain and the 8 singles. 1, 2, 3, skipping that first one, coming in to the second. So we're going to skip that first one into the second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not working on the last one. Chain 3 and repeating again the 3 double crochets, 1 per stitch, and 3 chain. 1, 2, 3 chain into the next one, and the last 3 double crochets like that. So basically it looks like a skull head here too, correct? That's what it is, skull head here. So it's very similar to the one I just finished doing on this last tutorial I did. As you can see, there's a difference here, and of course difference on stitching. But we have that skull head here too. And of course we'll have a different finish. So it's a little bit different than the one we just completed, but not by much. There's a lot of similarities, and of course it's different here also at the beginning. I will leave the link to this one in case you guys like this one better, or like both, right? So I'll leave the link to that skull head also, but this is what it is. You can see the format here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. That's all you have to do, and then I'll complete the other ones when I come around to this one here. Okay, everyone, going to row 25. So we're going to continue to do these 3 double crochets, but we're going to have some in the center there. So I'm going to come back in. This time I'm going to do single and 2 chain. And 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to skip that first single going into the second. So this time we're going to have 6 singles. We're not working the first, and we're not working the last single. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 3, and repeat the 3 double crochets. That stays the same. So after doing the 3 double crochets, we're going to do 1 chain. We're going to come inside of that 3 chain space with double crochet. 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, and my 4th double crochet inside of this 3 chain space. So 4 double crochets, 1 chain space in between them, 1 chain, and now continue to do the 3 double crochets. Like that, chain 3, and repeat. Skip the first one, going to the second. So we're not working the first single nor the last, and we're completing 6 singles. Okay, chain 3 and repeat again those 3 double crochets like that, 1 chain, and then the 4 double crochets inside of this 3 chain with 1 chain space between them. So I have my second, my third, and my 4th double crochet, 1 chain space, and create the 3 double crochets. I'll meet you at the beginning of the next row. Okay, everyone, going into row 26. So row 26 is no different than row 25. Just going to change a bit here on the center. So I've done my single, my 2 chain. I'm going to do 3 more chain, same as we've been doing here. I'm going to do this time 4 singles. So we're skipping the first and we're not working on the last. Okay, so we're not working on that first and we're not working on the last. A piece of glitter from nails. You know, I do nails during whenever I have appointments, and so sometimes I get glitter all over the place. 1, 2, and 3. Doing the 3 double crochets. One chain, coming in that first space of 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, coming into that second with 1 double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, and into the same one. So my increase is in the center here after. So we do 1, 2, and then the increase like the V in the center. 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet. 1 chain, complete the 3 double crochets as we've been doing, the 3 double crochets on each side. So 1 chain into that first 1 chain space, 1 chain into the second, 1 chain, the third one we do the V with 1 chain, and then 1 chain into the fourth, 1 chain into the fifth. So in reality we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets, 1 chain space between them. Don't forget we have that increase here in the center. Chain 3, skip that first one, going to the second with single, second single, third, and fourth. And we're going to repeat it this way all the way around, the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Chain, doing 1 double crochet per space here, so there is no increase, it's just 1 double crochet on each chain space, including the one in the center. 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain, and the 3 double crochets. So very simple. do the 3 double crochets and then your 3 chain and your 2 singles. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, going into row 28. Whoosh. Trying to pull my thread and I'm taking everything down. Not a good thing. Just reclosing what I just undid, right? Okay, so coming back in. Now this time is going to be a little bit different. Single, 2 chain. My first double crochet from those 3 double crochets, remember? But we're going to connect them this time like that. So double crochet with double crochet and then 1 per stitch. So we have the 3 double crochets. Here will be no different. 1 chain and 1 double crochet on each space. So simple, nothing to it, just inside of each little block 1 double crochet and 1 chain space. That's all there is to it. I'm going to change my thread on the next row. We're almost at the end. So double crochet, 1 chain. I'm coming in those 3 double crochets. So we're going to connect those 3 double crochets with the other 3 double crochets coming in, and again closing it together, no chain space. So it's going to be like that. Okay, so obviously I will do it once I come around to do this one. If you want to put a marker to make sure that you're not lost anywhere, you can put a marker there. And that's all we're going to do. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So I pretty much closed on that first one that we did. If you recall, I asked you to put a marker in case you would get lost. Remember, we did those 3 single and 2 chain. Well, closing it in now. I'm going to come my thread and I'm going to come in with a lighter color because we're almost at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to tuck in loose end. Okay, everyone, going into row 29, and I'm going to start on this double crochet here with a single and 1, 2, 3 chain. Actually, single and 2 chain. That will make the 3 chain already. I'm going to come in the next double crochet and do a single. So I got a little loop, 1, 2, 3. My second little loop of 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, and my third loop of 3 chain. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. I'm going to skip 2 double crochet and come into the third one. That means I have skipped 3 little blocks. 1, 2, 3 chain. Again, creating those 3 little loops. 1, 2, 3 chain. Into the next one. 1, 2, 3 chain. And into the next one. So I have 3 little loops on this side, and I have 3 little loops on this side. I've skipped 3 little blocks here. 6 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And coming directly again on that last double crochet. This is where we connect the pattern. And again, repeat the 3 chain into that first double crochet. 1, 2, 3 into that second. And 1, 2, 3 into the third. So that means again we have 3 little loops of 3 chain. 6 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skipping 3 little blocks if it's easier for you, it comes out to the same thing, or skipping 2 going into the third if it's easier for you. And then 3 little loops of 3 chain on this side. Okay, so it's just a repeat now into this one. 1, 2, 3 into this one. So let me just recheck. 1, 2, and 3 of 3 chains, and then you skip 1, 2 going to the third. So we have 6 and then 3, and now we're going to go into 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the last one. Whoops, that's not the last one, right? One, 2, 3, and then repeat everything again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 loops of 3. 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip 2, 3. Come into that third double crochet because we're skipping those 2. 1, 2, and 3, and again 1, 2, 3, and again, and 1, 2, and 3 into the 3 double crochets. Chain 6, and into the last double crochet here. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Everyone, going to row 30. So I've closed in with slip stitch on my first single. I'm going to come in that first 3 chain with single 1, 2, 3. So we're continuing to do these 3 chains, and we'll have 2 on this row. And inside of all of these 6 chains, we're going to do 10 double crochets. Okay, so very simple. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, coming into that first 3 chain loop with single 1, 2, and 3, and single 1, 2, and 3, and single. And again, repeating the 10 double crochets on that 6th chain. That's all there is to it on this row. So we'll have 2 loops only on each side and 10 double crochets on the center. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so just finished row 30, going to row 31, coming inside of that first loop with single 1, 2, and 3 into the next loop. So now we have 1 loop and single. Coming in that first double crochet with double crochet, 1 chain into the second double crochet with double crochet, 1 chain. So we're going to do those 10 double crochets and 1 chain space in between them. Okay, so 10 double crochet, 1 chain space, coming directly inside of that 3 chain with single, 1, 2, 3 chain coming into the next one, and repeating again, going directly into the 10 double crochets with 10 double crochets, 1 chain space between them. We have 1 more row left, and that's all there is to this row. 1 chain, double crochet. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I just closed in with slip stitch on that single that I started. Going into row 32, my last row, I'm going to come in on that single, the last 3 chain loop we had there. I'm going to come in between the first and the second double crochet. Don't get confused with the 3 chain here. That's not a double crochet, okay? I think I'm going to do, instead of that same, I think I'm going to do the walk. So I never know what I'm going to do next, right? I'm going to do the walk between the first and the second double crochet with the single, and so slip stitch and then a single between both of them. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do my picot, but this is only the first one. I'm doing it going inside of the chain. Next one, double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come behind that single into the next one, 1, 2, and 3, behind that single again into the next one, 1, 2, and 3, behind that single into this middle one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain behind that single into the next one. So we have the middle one there with 5 chain. 1, 2, 3. Continue to do your 4 picots on this side. 1, 2, 3. Into the next one. 1, 2, and 3. Into the last one. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to come into that middle of that 3 chain loop. So we have 4 picots of 3 chain and 1 of 5 chain. So I came into the middle again. I'm jumping right into the first and second double crochet, not the chain there. 1, 2, and 3. And continue to do those 4 picots on the right side, and then middle one, which is with 5 chain, 1, 2, and 3 chain, single, closing that in with single, so right behind that single, and then so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on your 5th space. That's where we do the 5 chain, closing it in with single. I'm almost knocking everything down over here. 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully I have enough of this pink to do it all the way around. If not, then I'm going to have to take it down and use probably white or something, just to keep following with a lighter shade going down into the pattern. 1, 2, 3, my last picot, and coming in with a single into that last loop, and then straight again into between the first and the second double crochet. So my dear friends, this is pretty much what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Very similar to the other pattern, the one I just did before this one, which has the skull heads also. A little bit different, different stitch, but same design. I will see you in the next tutorial. God bless you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and for your lovely comments. I can't stress enough how grateful I am to all of you. Thank you so much. And until next time, please give a thumbs up on the video. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so. It helps the channel to grow and it keeps us going, creating these beautiful patterns for you guys. I send you much love, much peace, much blessings. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.